welcome to my channel, Motivated and Inspired. My name is Winfit, and today I'm going to give you juicy stuff. I'm going to tell you how to find yourself a Spanish boyfriend or husband in Spain.
Well. You never find a man in Barcelona.
What?
I did find you.
Are you bumping into my video right now?
Well, I'm the star of the show, so why not should be here?
Oh my God. Okay, let's just say we're going to change the topic and make it how we met in Barcelona.
That's better.
Okay, so you're in my video. Officially, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so where does the story begin?
Well, when you needed a room partner in your house and you tell someone to place an advert in Idealista.
Okay, so when I came to Spain, things were a little bit rough. I was schooling at the time and I couldn't work because I was on a student visa. So I wanted to rent one of the rooms in my house. It was 3-bedroom house. So I was frustrated and I used to go out to dance with a friend of mine and we were rehearsing to perform. I was in a dance group. So one time he was driving me home and then he said, how can I be of help to you? How can I help you? And I was like, look, all I want right now is an income. So I want to rent my room. And he was like, oh, there's so many apps that you can rent your room on in Spain or in Barcelona. I'm like, yeah. At that point, I was really frustrated. So basically, the listings were like difficult things for me to do. So he said, okay, you know what? Don't worry, I'm going to help you. I'm going to publish it for you on an app called Idealista, right? So yeah, he published it and I started receiving messages. People were coming in. I think before you came, 3 or 4 people came in to check the house. One of the people that came was with a family and I'm like, okay. So I had a lot of messages and a lot of interested persons. So at the point that you contacted me, I was like, I lost hope that I will ever find anyone. Previously, I had people living in my house and I didn't like them. So I was like, oh, okay. Then you contacted. I don't remember the specific date, but it was in March.
Yeah, March, April of 2017.
Yeah, 2017. And so...
Yeah, I needed to work in the area where she had the house. I wanted to be living close to my job, so I have to work less. So, yeah, I found this one. Nice photos, nice price. I contact you. And then you told me, please, let's join on Facebook so she can see me because she's pretty, she needs visuals,
Yeah, I wanted to see who was coming to my house.
So I saw her my Facebook with all the photos since I was 15 years old, which means that I was partying, drinking,
smoking.
Not smoking in photos because my parents...
Yeah, it was that.
Well, maybe I was hiding some cigarettes.
There was one that you were smoking, and that was where I said, you couldn't leave. I was like, I don't want someone who smokes.
No, but that's because you asked me and I told you I was smoking at that time.
Yeah. And do you remember your response?
I would smoke outside, no?
Yeah.
Not a
you were like, oh, I lived with my parents and I never smoke in their house. I go out and smoke. So yeah, this was what you said. And I was like, okay, good.
I never smoked when they were here.
Which means you're smoking in the house. By the way, we are shooting in their house.
There in
the balcony. Okay. Yes. So yeah, and then he said he was going to come the next day. Was it the next day?
Yeah, I don't know. I checked her Facebook also. She was having also party photos, which are totally out of reality because she's not like that. But yeah, we kind of saw our Facebook, which didn't represent us at all. Nothing.
Nothing? Me nothing because you didn't really go through my Facebook. I have a lot of different kind of pictures.
Your pictures were really bad in those times. They weren't showing which you are.
In what sense were they bad?
Maybe you prove your Facebook now. Before it wasn't like that. Okay.
Like, okay, how bad was it?
Like, we continue with this video and then we will talk about that
in another video.
Yeah. So she told me to go. I went. She was cooking.
No. You forgot
They
that.
were showing me the house.
Yeah, but you lost. You were lost, right? You went to a different address.
I was lost because you typed the address wrong in the Idealista.
In the advert. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was 29 when we were 39 and we were in
another
31.
number.
Yeah. And finally, well, he found the house. And whilst I was showing him around, okay, yeah, like the first time I saw you, I mean, did you feel anything? Did you feel like, okay, I would date this girl or I would end up with this girl?
No.
Nah, it was the same thing for
I just do
me.
the classic check when I'm single. Oh, baby, you do that. You don't have to do it bad, but you do it at some point. So I did that, and I said, okay, good. But that's all. You do it. It's in your nature, so you just do it, and then you just a normal person. You don't need to be hitting on the girl even that you like it. It's gonna be your partner. So it was okay, nice. But you offered me to eat, no?
I didn't offer you. I was showing you around in the kitchen.
This is the first discussion. She says.
You asked, what is this?
Yes, and then you offer me.
No, you asked, what is this? And I said, it's a Ghanaian dish. And I asked you, do you want to try? And then you said, yes. So I didn't offer you. I asked you.
Do you want to try?
It's a question. I mean, it has a binary answer. Yes or no. Do you want to try? And you said,
you are offering me to try your food. And I said, yes.
I'm offering you to try my food.
Yes, so this is what it means that she was the one that started. Yeah.
Well.
But anyways, she offered me to eat. We ate. We talked. Had a nice discussion, and then we decided she was agreeing on me to joining her on the house.
In the house, yeah.
And then we did that.
Okay, so we talk about politics, religion, and I was like, okay, his mentality, his opinions and like point of views just matches somehow with how I see things or my opinions. So I'm like, okay, this is a good mate. Then he said he's going to come the next day or the weekend to make payments because he needed to pay the deposit. And for me, even though we had such closure and he ate my food, I was still not believing that he would come back. I was on the stage, okay, if he comes, great. If he doesn't come, great. Because people are like this, But then he came. I wasn't even in the house. And then he called like, I'm in front of your house. I'm like, ooh, he came. So he had to wait for me like 5 minutes because I went to the hairdressing salon. Those days I used to wear wigs. And then I came back and he made the payments. And you moved in before the end of the month. You were supposed to move in 1st April, but I was like, you can come in if you want before March ended. So you move in before then.
Yeah.
And before he came, one of my friends, male friends that I met a few months before then was in need of accommodation. And I had that single room, so she thought she could move in. I'm like, well, no. Now I have someone who is taking the room. So the best I could do was to share my room with you. So I was sharing my room with my friend and we became 3 in the house instead of being 2.
That's how we found each other.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the story continues, but that's how we found each other. That's the magic. Idealista.
Idealista. So everybody should find to rent. It's like, rent your room, get a husband, or look for a room and get a wife or a husband. Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be a different race because anyone could rent and you can meet anyone. So
yeah, you can meet anyone. But instead of using the apps that the rest of the people are using, we use a different one.
A different one?
And that's how we found each other. Then how we met and how we like each other is another story that we can share with you in another time. If you like it, you subscribe, you give a like, you leave a comment, and all of that. Eh? Venga.
Oh my god, he's taking over my
Ciao.
channel. Be you, be bold, be whoever you want to be, say whatever you want to say, as long as you're not hurting anyone, but most of all, be motivated and inspired. And bye.
Stay motivated and inspired.